Luka Modric played his last game for Real Madrid in La Liga at the Santiago Bernabeu in this 2-0 victory over Real Sociedad. Thank you, legend, was the banner behind one goal. The banner behind the other goal was for that man there, Carlo Ancelotti. Thank you, Carleto. And those two weren't the only goodbyes, because Imanol Alguacil also taking charge of his last game as Real Sociedad coach. But the cameras were very much focused on Luka Modric. Nobody has won more trophies as a player. His family were there watching from the stands. 28 trophies. He might still win 29, because he is going to play in the Club World Cup for Real Madrid next month. The first chance of the game fell to Kylian Mbappe. There was nothing really up for grabs in this game in terms of the table, but there was a personal prize on the line for Mbappe. He very much wanted to be in the goals to give himself a chance of winning the European Golden Boot. And there were lots of shots from him. His teammates were trying to find him. Güler found him there. Unai Marrero made the save. Unai Marrero making only his second appearance of the season. Alex Ramiro left out on the bench. Early chance here for Real Sociedad. Sergio Gomez denied by Andriy Lunin, who was playing in goal for Real Madrid ahead of Courtois, who was also on the substitutes bench. Real Sociedad had left Oyarzabal out of the starting 11. Maris Correna starting up front with Pablo Marin. Ball over the top for Mbappe, and he blasts this one over the top. When the players' names are read out at the start of the game, the speaker reading out the first name and the crowd chanting the second, or shouting the second, the noise for Luka Modric was incredible. There was a pitch, there was a shirt on the pitch in the centre circle, a big shirt, big number 10 shirt. And you'll see the scenes a little bit later when he was taken off. Guard of honour, players from both sides. Huge respect for a player who will be 39 in September and has been absolutely superb for Real Madrid. This shot from Asensio, again blocked by Marrero. Sergio Gomez with this corner kick. And over the top from Pablo Marin. Real Sociedad, the third lowest scorers this season in La Liga. Just 35 goals in 38 games. One of the major reasons why they've finished the season without success really in any of the three competitions. They were denied in the Copa del Rey at the semi-final stage against Real Madrid. Got a 4-4 in the second leg at the Bernabeu. It wasn't enough to send them through to the final. Beaten by Manchester United in the Europa League. And in the end, finishing outside of the European places in La Liga. Another opportunity for them here. Sukic making the run, but just angling the shot beyond the far post. Down at the other end, Kylian Mbappe. Rabona cross. Cleared. Güler does well. It's blocked by Pablo Marin. And at the first viewing, the referee says that the arm was close to the body, no penalty. He was then urged to check it pitch side by Jorge Figueroa Vázquez, and he changed his mind when he saw it for a second time and pointed to the penalty spot. Taking charge of his last game, Mario Melero Lopez, he was another one of those saying goodbye. Mbappe's first shot was saved from the spot, but the rebound rolled kindly back out to him, and he got his 30th league goal of the season. Only the fourth player in the history of La Liga to score 30 goals in his first season. Romero and Ronaldo among those who'd done it. That's Ronaldo Nazario. So he's, on a personal level, had a brilliant season. That took him to the top of the Golden Boot table. And he would get the second in the second half. Chamonix with this header over the top. Well, Sagasti came on at half-time for Pablo Marin. But the story of the second half was very much like the story of the first half. Real Sociedad defended deep. They weren't too ambitious. They played a lot of players, kept a lot of players behind the ball, made it difficult for Real Madrid to break them down. And Mbappe was the one going for goal more often than not. That time shooting over. This is Maris Gurrena looking for the run of Sergio Gomez. Gets the shot away in the end, past the far post. Sergio Francisco will take over as Real Sociedad coach next season. He's currently the B team manager, replacing Imanol. Imanol, 6.5 years at the club, 5 seasons straight, qualifying them for European football, and of course winning the Copa del Rey as well. Brahim had to come off in the second half, nursing an injury. Vinicius Junior came on, Vallejo came on, replacing Chamonix. Hug from Aurelien Chamonix for Carlo Ancelotti. Played most of this season in the position he would rather not have to play in, at the centre, in the centre of the defence, but he's done well when he's played there. Valverde sending this one into Mbappe. And Vinicius running onto the pass, but the shot saved by Unai Marrero. Mbappe and Vinicius linking up well together down the left. Modric, who was giving a standing ovation every time he went to take a corner, in both halves involved here. This one comes out to Arda Güler. Güler drives the shot low, one of the easier saves for Unai Marrero to have to make. Aramburu. This one laid off for Kubo. Sagasti back to Aramburu. Kubo in behind. Wriggles clear of Ceballos. Valverde made the block before the ball reached Sergio Gomez. Triple change here. Oyarzabal, Barrenechea and Zubimendi coming on. This could also have been a goodbye from Zubimendi. We don't know. We'll have to wait to see what happens in the summer, but lots of talk that he might leave the club at the end of this season. Maris Gurrena, Sergio Gomez and Turrientes were the players who made way. Taki Kubo. Out to Barrenechea, the substitute. Barrenechea's cross to Oyarzabal. His shot was blocked by Asensio. Immediately knows that it is handball and it will be a penalty, but he's saved by the offside flag on the near side. Barrenechea, the wrong side of the last defender when he receives the ball. So still 1-0. Lucas Vázquez went off. A huge ovation, playing his 400th game. Been involved in 22 trophy victories, trophy wins, most memorably perhaps Champions League final. The second of the two against Atletico Madrid, the one that went to penalties, and Lucas Vázquez calmly walking up to the spot, twirling the ball on the top of his forefinger before dispatching the penalty. He's been a good servant to the club. Vinicius went down here but didn't appeal for the penalty, sprung back to his feet, played it back to Mbappe. Arda Güler into Modric. And Modric trying to get the shot away. In the end, he was just crowded out. 43 goals in his Real Madrid career. Luka Modric, 95 assists. This shot from Mbappe, well dealt with again by Marrero. Mbappe was given the man of the match at the end of the game. It could easily have gone to Unai Marrero. Mbappe once more, out to Vinicius. Vinicius peeling off that left touchline and teeing up Mbappe. Low shot off the post and into the back of the net. Goal number 31 for the season for Kylian Mbappe. 43 in all competitions. An extraordinary first season in terms of individual figures. He'll obviously be disappointed not to have won more silverware. This is the moment when Luka Modric was taken off. A guard of honour. Both sets of players and the match officials. And Luka Modric family there to greet him. Toni Kroos was in the stadium. There were tears all around. Dani Carvajal, the new Real Madrid captain, there as well. Remarkable story. Back in 2012-13 season it started. He got that all-important goal at Old Trafford in a European Cup quarter-final against Manchester United to send the team through. 12 months later, he was putting the ball on the head of Ramos with a late corner to salvage the European Cup against Atletico Madrid. Make it 1-1 in the 94th minute. Atleti beaten 4-1 in added time. And on it goes. And it was all about Luka Modric and his last match in La Liga in the Bernabeu. The final score, Real Madrid 2, Real Sociedad 0.